Hey everybody, Chef Ted Reeder, Godfather of the Grill here. Welcome to my backyard. And today we're making one of my favorite recipes, planked mashed potatoes. We got a pot of boiling water. Yeah, there's nothing in there but water. All right, when the water's boiling, you want to take some salt. And you want that water to be nice and salty. About 2 pounds Yukon Gold potatoes. I've peeled them and they're nice and big, and I cut them into chunks. They look prettier than a white potato. Potatoes in the salted water. We're going to put the lid on. We're going to close the lid. Now we're going to wait until we see lots of steam coming out. So they're going to take about 20 minutes, then we're going to mash them. We got lots of boiling potatoes going on in here. Fog up all the time. Take a knife into the potato. You want it to slide in, be tender all the way through. But the key to planking mashed potatoes is that when you cook your potatoes, you got to do it a day before. 24 hours before you're going to make plank mashed potatoes, you got to cook the potatoes. Now we just want to let them air dry to get the excess moisture off. Now you can take a traditional potato masher and mash them all up, but I like to use a thing called a ricer. You take your potato and you just push it through. This way you have no lumps in your mashed potatoes. You get a finer mashed potato. Let them cool, then put them in the fridge 24 hours, and then we'll show you how you make plank mashed potatoes. We're going to take some green onions. We've got 2 green onions here chopped up because I like lots of green onions. Some grated Swiss cheese, 1 cup, 2 cups. Save a little back to put on the top at the end. Add some salt and pepper. All right, how much? As much as you need. Fresh dill, melting butter. We're just going to pour that around the edge. That's about a 1/4 cup. You don't want to put a ton of butter into this. The cheese is going to be enough fat in there to make it all nice and creamy like. You don't have to add sour cream. The whole thing is to not make these super wet when you're planking them because they'll run off the plank. Next, get yourself an ice cream scoop. Compressing the potato, and you make a nice little ball. You achieve uniformity, and that gives you even cooking all the way along. If you find that your potato mixture is too loose, then get yourself a little potato starch or corn starch and fold it in. And if you don't have either one of those, you can also use some breadcrumbs or crushed up potato chips to help bind it together if you're afraid it might run. This is an applewood plank, and you soak it in water for about an hour or the snow. You're just going to brush the outside of the potato, but will help make the potatoes a little golden brown in the plank, and it's going to give you a bit of smoke so they get some smokiness to the potato. And you could put some ham inside this, on top of this. You can flavor the potatoes with whatever you want. Nice and hot in here. We're at about 500 degrees. Don't leave because you got wood on a fire. And so you got to stick around just in case. Remember, we had a little bit of that leftover Swiss cheese mounted on top. And you take your fork, and that's it. There you go, plank smoked mashed potatoes. And I tell you, it's absolutely delicious. Cheers, Ted Reeder, Godfather of the Grill. Tune in next week. We got another tasty recipe coming down the pipelines. That's fucking good.